Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel, Rich43. Hope you're all doing good. If you're not subscribed guys, please smash that subscribe button, bell notification not to miss out on any future videos, and please give it a nice big like. Now guys, this is its new slot for Dom's charger. It's Wednesday and we're on issue 6 of the D build of Dom's charger from the Fast and Furious. Now guys, if this is a bit annoying for you and you're not enjoying these D builds, as you know, I'm only doing it so we can start rebuilding it together, and you can watch me from issue 4, as I've already recapped issue 1, 2 and 3. If you've not seen that, look in the playlist guys and you'll be able to watch those first 3 videos. It's nearly done guys, we're on issue 6 now. We've only got to go up to issue 10 of debuilding it, and then we're going to start rebuilding it, and then we'll get regular issues of fresh builds weekly. So guys, please stick with me. Keep watching these D-builds, and before you know it, we'll be rebuilding Dom's charger from the Fast and Furious. But without further ado, guys, let's crack on. Okay then, guys, here we go again. The Fast and Furious Dodge Charger RT D-build, issue 6. Let's quickly have a look through the mag. There she is, look. Beautiful Dodge Charger. This is going to be a nice build, guys. This is going to be up there with Titanic, Ferrari F40, the DeLorean. Check them all out on the playlist, guys, if you want to see about the DeLorean, what I think of it, how I built it, and the Ferrari F40, etc. Take a look on the playlist, guys. All those are on my channel. Here you've got Letty Ortiz, one of the famous actors out of the Fast and Furious franchise. You've got loads of content in these mags, guys. Pretty cool to read. Yeah, there's loads of good content if you're a Fast and Furious fan, and beautiful pictures. The Dodge muscle cars. Nice green, that, if you're into that sort of colour. Anyway, back to the build, guys. Elements of the front section of the chassis. That's basically what we're taking apart today. So this is what we need to be taken from this part of the model this week and then stored until we rebuild it in a few weeks. As you can see, I'm not going to go too much into the instructions because if you watched last week's video, it was a nightmare, and I'll be glad when I've done all this D-build and cracking on with building. Building is a lot more simpler than D-building. It's just backwards, obviously, because you're seeing the tyre on the wheel. That's already off now because we've took it off. We ain't got it on at this stage, if that makes sense. I ain't even going to go there, guys, because it got complicated last week. It don't take a lot. But yeah, that's the instructions. We'll read them properly when we do the build, when we're rebuilding it. The biggest hot rod show in America. That'd be cool to go. I'd love to go to America, guys. Never been. Love to go. Look at these cars. Beautiful. Beautiful. But yeah, guys, these mags, them pretty cool. And especially if you're a Fast and Furious fan, this car is for you to build. And you can still get this. You can still order this from Fan Home. Take a look on the Fan Home website, guys, and you'll be able to order it if you want to start building it with us in a few weeks. But without further ado, guys, let me just get the parts and we'll start debuilding. Okay then, so we're going to start off unscrewing these 2 screws. What I've tried to do this week, because it got a bit messy last week, is I've just looked at the parts we need and I'm just going to take them off. We'll do it that way. I think what I was trying to do is work how you usually do when you're building it, and that's why it got a bit complicated. It wasn't complicated, but you know what I mean. So I find it easy now just to see what parts are at the beginning of the instructions and look for them on the model, what I've already built, and take them off. So we've taken this part off, which we'll put to one side for a second, and we've just taken 2 CM screws out. Do you know what? I'm going to get used to debuilding, and then I've got to get used to rebuilding. Hopefully I'll have no complications like with threads for the screws and that. And I've already got these packages ready. That's the CM screws, so we'll put that to one side. And then if you look at the top left here, this is the part we want to take off. So we've got to take a DM screw out of this part here, which will release this little part, which is 6G. Just bear with me, because as you know, I'm debuilding, guys. I'm not going to go into the names of parts, etc. There's no point really, because this is just about debuilding, guys. But when I do the rebuild, I'll do what I usually do with my models, and I'll explain what each part is, just in case you're coming along with me to do this build, so you know what I'm taking apart and what I'm putting together. Right, so that's a DM screw, which don't look like a DM screw to me, but that's what it's saying it is. This is where it all begins now, isn't it? See, looking at that diagram, DM, it is DM. I'm not going to go on anymore. It is a DM screw, but on the diagram it looks like it hasn't got a flange dead, like that. But here, it's a DM screw, and the DM screws look like that, so that's happy for me. Put that in there. And we've got this little part which is 6G here. So put that to one side. Now what we're going to do is get this off, which is 6E. So if we just turn that round, put where you can see there, and we'll undo these two little screws. You can't see this on the video, guys, but the Titanic is just looming at the top there. If you're new to the channel, guys, check that out on my playlist. But I keep knocking it with this Dom's charger frame, and it stresses the hell out of me in case I'm scratching the side of the Titanic. That would be a nightmare, so I'm having to be careful not to scratch the side of the Titanic, because that would not be good. See, these don't want to come out. There we go. A bit more thread on that. I think there you go, it's gone. Right, so these screws were 6E, not 6E, 6E. What screws are these? These little screws are just taken out was AM screws, which, as I said earlier, I've got the packet ready here. Guys, whether you're into this debuild, please stick with me. Please give us a big like as well, just for me doing this debuild for you. I'm doing it for myself, obviously, but I'm doing it for you guys as well. I'm doing it for the community, for the channel. I want to do this build with you, so you can see me building it every week, basically. That's why I'm debuilding it. I just don't want to do a recap like the X-Wing and recapping all of this. I want to debuild it so I can rebuild it with you. Right, so what parts have we got now? Let's just move this out of shot a second. There's a few more to do yet, but let's just have a look what we've got. So we've got 6E, which is metal, and we've got 6F, which is plastic. Metal, it looks like plastic's metal. Then we've got 6G, which is metal. So now we've got to look for 6A and 6B. So if we look at the diagrams, 6A, right, there we go. So if we just turn this round, this looks like it's going to be this part here. Yeah, so if we take these screws out, it's starting to come apart now. There'll be no Dom's charger left apart from the grill. Right, so these screws were CM screws. So if we just take these 3 CM screws out. But again, guys, I'm not going to go too much detail what parts what and then etc. until I build it. Once we start rebuilding, it'll be business as usual, and then I will tell you what parts what and where it's going, etc. So those are the CM screws. Tiny little things them are. Also, guys, if you've not looked through the channel already, the Titanic is back. The Titanic has just arrived. Yeah, it's back. I've got my subscription. It was already running, but it took a while to get the parts, but they're here now. So that's back on the channel. Check that out, guys, if you want to watch that. It's a brilliant build. I'm loving it. That's on a Monday, so check that out. So yeah, that is part 6B, and that's plastic. So we'll put that to one side. Now, what we've got to do now is take, I think it's going to be, I don't think it's that part, you know. Or is it? Yeah, it could be that part here. It's just that this panel's on the top of it. Okay, right, so what we'll do is first of all start off from taking these screws out. Put that there a second. don't want to just come out. Leave that screw in there. See, we might be quicker on some weeks because I'm having to take things off in further coming issues, which I don't need taken off today, but because I've already taken them off now, in future issues, I won't have to take them off. If that makes sense. I know what I meant. So if I take these out. Concentrating again, guys, as you know, because I'm quiet. So if that lift up, yeah. See these little screws here, got to come out this panel. See, we might be building this sooner rather than later because I'm already taking parts off now. What don't need to come off in this video, but I've got to take them off to get the parts what I do need in this video, if that makes sense. Ooh, whose idea was this, guys, to do this? Mine. There we go. I've got a bit more bite in that. There we go. So, yeah, that belt's come off now. That is. The threads are a bit longer in there. I think they'll drop out now if I turn it upside down. Yeah. Persuasion. Don't want to damage anything, guys, that's the thing. There we go. Here we go. So let's just move this to one side a second and let's have a look what screws. The CM screws, aren't they? Yeah. So 2 CM screws I've just taken out. They're going to be going into the bag. Carnage again, guys, carnage. Put those in there. Now these, I think these are CM screws as well, even though I've not had to put these in yet. So what I might do, take these parts out. Hang on, is it? No, they're a bit smaller. I'm going to leave them in because we've not even had to take these off yet. It's not told us to because this isn't a further issue. But I've had to take them off to take the parts we need today. Right, so I've got the parts we've taken off so far. We've got 6A, 6B, 6E, 6G and 6F. We've got the screws obviously, so now all we've got to do is take 6C off and 6D and then we are done for this week's debuild, guys. It was a bit more organised than last week. Again, if you've not watched that, go and take a look, guys. It's carnage, to be fair, 6C and 6D, but it's one of them, guys, so 6C and 6D. Where are we now? So we're 6C and 6D. Right, okay, so 6D is going to be, just bring the chassis over again. And it's there some, oh, there it is, yeah. Right, I've got you. So it's there. It's this side and that side. Oh, that's simple enough. Don't mind it when it's that easy. And these are CM screws. Right, so we'll take 6D out. Nearly there, guys, for this week. Getting a bit excited then, wasn't I? I just want this done now. I want it debuilt so I can rebuild it for you guys. Be really cool. Right, that is going to be it for this week with the chassis. We don't need that. And these are CM screws, so let me just put these in the bag. And then we'll just quickly have a recap of what we've taken off today. And that is going to be it for this week's issue of the debuild of the Fast and Furious Dom's Charger. So right, the CM screws. Just a bit of fun. I hope you're enjoying it. And if you've never seen anyone debuild a car for whatever reason on YouTube, drop a comment, guys. I think that's pretty cool. First for everything. Not for everything, but you know what I mean. Maybe I was the first, maybe I'm not, I don't know. But I thought I'd do it to be a bit of fun. And mainly because I can rebuild it with you guys. So right, these are plastic. We've got 6C and 6D. I'm not sure, yeah, they have. They've got left and right on there. So when we put them back on, the instructions will tell you exactly what, there's the right one, there's the left one. Right, 6C and 6D. we've got 6A, 6E, 6B, 6F, sound like I'm at the bingo, 6G, and then we've got CM screws, AM screws, and DM screws. And guys, that is it for this week's issue of Dom's Charger, issue 6 of the D-Build. Those parts are now waiting for us to rebuild this cool model. Hope you enjoy, guys. Give it a big like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. That is it for this week's issue, guys, of the D-Build of Dom's Charger from Fast and Furious, issue 6. As I said at the beginning of the video, guys, please stick with me. There's only another 4 issues of D-Build in this model, and then we're going to be rebuilding from issue 4 all the way up to issue 100. I think there's 100 issues of these, I think. Don't quote me, guys, I've not looked for a while. I'm sure I said 100 issues. I'm sure I did. But anyway, 4 more issues of the D-Build, and then we're back to what this channel should be about, rebuilding it then. We're going to rebuild Dom's Charger from the Fast and Furious. Just 4 weeks time, guys, and then we'll be doing a rebuild freshly every week. If you want to see this build, guys, or any other builds on my channel or any other content on my channel, give us a big like, smash that subscribe button. We'd really appreciate that. The like as well, guys, that makes the channel grow. And quickly, I do hope you're enjoying how I've sorted the channel out now and where things are and what's coming to the channel. If you do, guys, smash the subscribe button, bell notification so you don't miss anything coming onto the channel, any content, and please give it a nice big like after you've watched the video. But that is it for now, guys. See you in the next one. Have a good week. See ya. Peace.